Hey Internet, James here from the Chans. So throughout Smash 4, MkLeo was touted as the Bayonetta Slayer. He seemed to be undefeatable, at least from any of the Bayonettas. And although some of them, such as Salem, have gotten to him and beaten him, he's still been extremely consistent against the character. That's why when MkLeo went up against Tamim, went up against that guy, I was very interested in studying the match because I wanted to see how much of his anti-Bayo skills transferred over into this new game of Smash Ultimate. So, we're right here at the beginning of the match. They start out just, Bayo's very safe aerials, and now the Bayonetta goes for an up B on his shield, and he releases shield after it hits him. And right here, I think this is something that has carried over, and it's just sort of his patience. He waits, and he still respects Bayonetta's options. She has a lot of great options, and the only time that she's really vulnerable is after she uses all of them, and so MkLeo does a great job of waiting them all out. As you can see here, he waits for the Bayo to land with that little bit of extra landing lag from both the neutral air and the up B, and then grabs him as a punish. The grab is another very important thing to focus on in this matchup. You see, one of Bayo's strongest tools is Witch Time, and although it may have still been heavily nerfed, it can be very important to play around that option that Bayo has. Grabs are the best way to do this. You see, Witch Time can act as a way to negate landing lag after Bayo's used a lot of specials up in the air, and so in order to punish landings, it can often be best to simply go for a grab and get that guaranteed throw percentage, and possibly even combo more off of that. Another good example of MkLeo's just patience overall in this matchup, which I think has carried over from Smash 4, is in this situation. You see, Bayo immediately goes for that up B again on his shield, and then downward angled side B, and Leo just continues to wait here in shield. Now he can punish again with a grab. After getting that grab and just trying to keep Bayo in disadvantage, you see her go for this Witch Time, and he's again able to go up and punish. Oftentimes, people will be tempted to throw out these aerials, but against Bayonetta especially, patience is going to be key in winning the matchup. Here's another good piece of awareness that Leo has when fighting against Bayonetta. See, a lot of Bayonetta's options are great, but they're very predictable, they are very telegraphed, and so as soon as you know she's going for it, you can punish it. But you have to know what's going on, and that's where the patience comes into play. So, he hits him back, and he just waits, and right there, he's able to punish that side B. Again, just waiting in shield. Side B is a great option from Bayo, but his patience is going to pay off in him getting those clean punishes. Now right here, when he's thrown off stage, I just want to highlight something that he does. You can see jumps off of ledge, and as he comes up here, he waits and he utilizes the stage in an MkLeo classic kind of way in Ultimate, because one of the things he loves to do is waveland, and so he waits until just the right time, and then wavelands right onto that platform. Very strong option utilizing the stage that you can possibly incorporate into your gameplay. Now right here is something that, although it doesn't work, I still want to point it out because I think it's interesting. So, he gets a nair into forward air to send Bayo off stage. And now right here, what he does is something that I think you can look out for and possibly notice later. You see, I said it was bad to throw out attacks against Bayo, but throwing them out in order to read, or at least just cover, the options that you think that she has and might be going for can be a very strong thing to do. And so what Leo does here is he jumps up into the air and uses an up air, and that would have easily caught off the Bayonetta if they had decided to use side B. Of course, it doesn't work out here, and they go for the side B delayed, but he's still on the ground and has the Bayo above him, so he can continue to try to at least string together some more hits and keep them in disadvantage. Finally, we talk about Bayo's lag as being a great time to punish, especially with stronger hits. And what Leo does here is very interesting. I thought it was pretty crazy, but at the same time, it kind of made sense, and there were some reasons that he went for it. And so, the Bayo air dodges into the ground, and he simply goes for a forward smash. You see, a lot of her options are pretty slow, and there's not much that she could do, except for roll away, or just sort of run back. And so, if Bayo's going to try and do any of her more intricate options, especially in Ultimate, because a lot of her things come out slower or have more lag at the end, he's going to be able to punish them a lot easier. And so what he does here is he throws out this big arcing forward smash, just sort of punish everything. Now, there are some new things that Leo does that would not be possible or would not be reasonable to do in Smash 4 against Bayonetta. For example, here, Bayo's recovery has been nerfed a lot, and so when she's using her up B, she doesn't instantly snap to the ledge. And so Leo uses this and is able to get a down tilt by just sort of waiting for Bayonetta to use up B and then punishing it because it's now much more punishable. Of course, not everything that he does is the correct option, and here is one time that I think that Leo could have gone for something a little bit smarter. See, he just starts charging up this neutral B, and Bayo's just gonna air dodge and grab ledge. Very simple, very easy, and after that, be able to come back to stage safely. And I think that, especially being at such a high percent, Leo should be able to punish the very obvious and very telegraphed moves that Bayo has off stage in order to recover. Yes, they are good, but they're very easy to call out, especially with the large sword hitboxes that Ike has. And at the percent that this Bayo was at, Leo should have been easily able to edgeguard him, but instead sort of just gives it all up by charging neutral B. Now, of course, throughout these games, Leo doesn't forget the basics. And what I mean by this is he doesn't forget just to simply be patient. And so, he continues, he waits out that witch time, and now he can go for the punish. You see, he is able to keep the initiative in this match, and force his opponent to choose an option that he can then punish, because a lot of Bayo's options are punishable if you just wait. Finally, I just want to leave you guys off with something a little bit more fun. So, right here, he is able to get a down tilt and hit Bayo. Now Bayo's in disadvantage, and he's going to try to punish, and utilizes something that we've seen him use before against Salem, which is he jumps up and he wavelands on a platform to follow them, get another grab, and continue the hits. So there you have it, just sort of breaking down MkLeo's anti-Bayo play, because it is still pretty strong. I wouldn't exactly call him the Bayo Slayer, simply because it's not the same game. Of course, no one's going to be a master at any particular matchup, at least not yet. Still, a lot of the things he does were correct in Smash 4, and are still correct in Ultimate, and are good for you to study up on if you're trying to destroy Bayonettas. So yeah, guys, that's all for this video. This is another simple analysis video. If you're interested in any more of these, do subscribe. I'm really enjoying the positive feedback. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys next time. Peace.